It's 11 GMT, that's 1 p.m. in Gaza, where the Israeli army's been bombing the southern city of Khan Younis. And artillery strikes hit the headquarters of the Palestinian Red Crescent Society. Thousands of displaced Palestinians were sheltering there. Attacks on residential buildings in Khan Younis on Monday night killed at least 26 people. Videos emerged showing Palestinians stripped to their underwear and rounded up by Israeli forces in a sports stadium in Gaza. It comes as the UN sounds the alarm about Israel's treatment of detainees. And the army is raiding cities across the occupied West Bank, including Tulkarem, Hebron, Betunia and Tubas. 1 Palestinian's been killed and 55 have been detained. Well, Hani Mahmoud is joining us live now from Rafah in southern Gaza. OK, bring us up to date with the latest of these attacks, particularly, of course, the one on the Palestinian Red Crescent building.
Yes, well, ongoing military operations in the eastern part of the Gaza Strip, including heavy artillery shelling at residential buildings, as well as relentless airstrikes within the past couple hours or so. A target, an airstrike, an artillery shelling at the Palestinian Red Crescent Society in al-Amal district. That's the western side of Khan Younis, an area that was designated as safe within the first few weeks of the war on Gaza, as a safe area for people to evacuate to, is becoming a site of major heavy artillery shelling and airstrikes. That building houses the Palestinian Red Crescent Society, and also houses thousands of displaced Palestinian evacuees from across the Gaza Strip. And more of those displaced Palestinians took the building as a refuge within the past few weeks, as the Israeli invading forces were expanding in the eastern side of Khan Younis, as well as the central, pushing deeper into the central part of the city of Khan Younis. As we see, it's more of a systematic attacks on healthcare facilities, and whether it's hospitals, public hospital or private clinics, and now it's more a charity-based health facility like the Red Crescent and other health facilities across the Gaza Strip. It's all part of a plan of crippling the health care system, and is very consistent with the Israeli narrative and efforts just to make the entire Gaza Strip unbearable and unlivable for the coming years. Just as we are reporting this constant buzzing sound of a drone, just make it increasingly unsafe for the residents of this area in central and western side of Rafah city, as well as the devastating mental impact it has on people, particularly a vulnerable group, elderly, as well as children, as it has a negative psychological effect, and it causes a lack of concentration and constant severe headache as it continues to buzz. But every time a drone is in the sky, the expectations are high for an attack similar to what happened within the past few days when we reporting live, and then after a drone was hovering at a low level, major attacks happened targeting 2 residential buildings, as well as a mosque at the vicinity of this hospital. So far, the situations on the ground are very difficult, as those relentless airstrikes and the constant bombardment of different areas of the Gaza Strip causing more people and forcing them into displacement. And the aftermath of this is a pressure on healthcare facilities, as people take them as shelters, as well as evacuation centers that are already packed with thousands of people inside of them, and the cause of a possible famine.
Hani, thank you very much indeed. Hani Mahmoud talking to us from Rafah.